Happy Solar Return! It's July 22nd, and if it's your birthday, then a very special Happy Solar Return. So, wow, let's look at what today's reading is all about. First of all, the thing that that stayed in the shell and then finally popped out, that's all about a child. It might be your own inner child, or it could be a literal child who you are supposed to be giving attention to right now. Is that not interesting that this whole month has been about paying attention to a child who needs your direction? Okay, now, and guidance. It's not about direction. You don't say, do this, do this, do this. It's about listening to the child and speaking from the heart. In fact, since we know this is about the child and giving him good direction and guidance, we see this is a mouthpiece of love. It is a very spiritual mouthpiece. It is not about discipline or anything like that. It's about being able to reason with that child. And the reason I say that is because we're told to look at this right here. Okay, there might have been a journey that this child has been on, might have been with someone else and is now returned to you. And it's up to you to bring out those gifts, understand the gifts. While the child has been gone, the child might have picked up some really good characteristics and they might have been really encouraged. And now it's time for you to hone in on that child and realize, hey, I need to pay more attention to that. I need to really listen to what this child is telling me about what happened and the good things that happened especially, and the new things that the child did, and look at the overall strength that has been blossoming in this child. I love this because, as you know, I'm all about saying that the children are our future, and if you don't care about the kids, you don't care about humanity. So what's the point of your whole life? You know, we all have to take care of ourselves, but the younger generation, they are coming up and they've got their own ideas and opinions, and to some extent, whether we have limited influence or not, we still need to do our parts for them and everyone, in fact, the whole planet, whole universe, to give our most positive, constructive, and wisest counsel, okay, and guidance. Okay, so how are we going to do that? Well, let's look at where we are. You're looking to the past at someone who taught you. Now, it does not mean that this person who taught you was the very best, but it's important for you to look at that person and judge for yourself. Okay, this is a hagstone from the coast of North Carolina, and you look at that person with a very, very fine eye, okay, and look at everything through that little lens and make sure of what you have received. Make sure that it's right. Make sure that it's helpful. And the things that are not, say, hey, that was done or said to me and it didn't turn out well, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do the exact opposite. Or you're going to say, that person really was positive when they did this and that and the other, and that's what you're going to do for that child. It's very interesting. June is sort of a children's month anyway, and so I like the fact that the child aspect and subject has been coming up a lot lately. So please listen to this counsel. I myself need to go and consider finding a way to help children and nurture them. I mostly do that at festivals when I go and sell my artwork, and I like to talk to people and encourage them. There's one that I've been remiss on getting back to because he got an air gun, and not an air gun, but air sprayer for paint. So I got one too, and I was going to share a video with what I use mine for, and I did not do that yet. So I need to do that. That's my assignment today. So we all have our assignments. We've got our work cut out for us because the future is everything. Our young people are our future, and we've got a big job ahead of us. Another thing is, be sure to nurture your own inner child as well. Pay attention to what worked and what did not work in your upbringing. And use that. That's the only way you can do it, is to use that as a guideline along with intense research and just experience with listening to what others say, because it's all about bringing that heartfelt love and that joy and that just good feeling. Bring your heart, your home is where your heart is, and your heart needs to be the seat of compassion for other people. So many topics can branch off from today's reading, but mostly, again, it's about caring for the young people who are our future. And again, if it's your birthday, then happiest solar return. Thank you so much for watching, sharing, liking, commenting, especially if it's worked for you. Thank you.